Hi watch friends, and thanks for tuning in again. My name is Dick and today we are going to take a look at the Horizon Nemo. I just got back from our holidays together with my family in Italy at the Lago di Garda. And I couldn't help myself, so I brought some watches with me during the holiday and used the opportunity to make some nice shots, which you will see back in today's review, but also in the following couple of reviews that are scheduled. So now if we want to understand the name better of this particular watch, we will have to look into the direction of the Jules Verne universe that has been the source of inspiration and imagination for the brand's first two collections. And the latest version, the Nemo, is no exception. Captain Nemo is a character that is created by the French novelist, and he appears in two of Verne's science fiction books. The first book is 20,000 Leagues Under the Seas from 1870, and the second one is The Mysterious Island from 1875. And I must say that after reading more information on the website from Horizon about the writer Jules Verne, it made me want to learn more about this adventurous writer who was way ahead of his time. Many call him the father of science fiction, and that makes me very curious about his books. But enough rambling, it's time to check out this gorgeous dive watch. So let's roll the intro and dive into the review. What I love here is the overall look and feel with a mixture of sharp and softer angles on the case and lugs. These stepped lugs are very distinctive and well finished, and they add to the complexity in the overall design of the case, which gives the watch a lot of visual interest. I wear this watch in rotation now for 3 or 4 weeks and it has really grown on me. And it is going to be very hard to send this one back to Horizon when I have completed my review. The complexity of angles, curves, depth, different finishings, the dial with the Omega Seamaster-esque wave pattern, the color, the look of the bracelet, it just sings to me. But unfortunately no watch is perfect and it isn't all sunshine and rainbows here. There are some points where there is room for improvement in my humble opinion, but more on that later on in the review. So designing a watch that can stand out between the others is a massive undertaking, but Horizon really surprised here and they really offered a very unique and recognizable design that is in line with the design of their previous watch models, like the N series and the Pilgrim. As we can see on the clear and attractive website from Horizon, the Nemo will be available in different colors like the Ocean, the Abyss, Kelp, Clown, Coral, Golden Hour, and of course my personal favorite, the Pistachio. Let's kick things off with some of the specifications of the watch. We have a case diameter of 40 mm and a lug-to-lug of 47 mm, and the thickness is just 11.8 mm. The lug width is 22 mm, which is great for some strap changing from time to time. And the bracelet and strap that comes with the Nemo have a quick release system to make life more easy. With the Nemo we have a very capable dive watch that can explore the oceanic waters at a maximum depth of 200 meters. We can see multi-level surfaces which are accentuated by the 2-module case construction, which we can see over here. Looking at the side of the case we can see some interesting lines. We have the polished top bevel section that runs throughout the whole side of the case. And we can see a polished lower beveled section that transitions over into the case back. And separating these two polished parts on the side of the watch is the midsection of the case profile, which has a vertical brushed finishing. It gives the watch an even slimmer look than it already has with its height of 11.8 mm. The step lug design is a nice and interesting detail with brush finishing on the top side that matches well with the brush finishing of the bracelet. and the outer part on top of the lugs are polished so the design flows over into the rest of the case. The mixture of finishing and shapes create a watch case that is complex, attractive and visually elegant. On the underside we can find the closed case back with the same wavy theme as we find on the dial of the watch. So we have simple but attractive waves and some information about a watch that is engraved, like for example the movement, water resistance and the brand. The etching is deep, well finished and it is pleasing to look at. If you like Pistachio, then you're at the right place with this one. It is such an attractive color to look at. It maybe will not be for everyone's taste, but luckily we already saw that there are more attractive colors to choose from. The green surface of the dial has a glossy surface with a light shine to it that looks beautiful in the right light. And looking closer at the dial we can see an attractive wave pattern that is subtle and only stands out in certain light conditions, but it is definitely visible. Another party trick of the dial here is the way that the date integration is done here at the 4 o'clock position. It just looks like an hour marker with a applied ring that encircles the date. And now that we are talking about the hour markers, they are exceptionally tall and therefore they create a great sense of depth, and they are very pleasing to look at with a polished finishing that always seems to bounce back the light that also helps with the visibility of the dial. At the cardinal points we can find the numerals 12, 3, 6 and 9 in an attractive font. The markers and numerals are filled with crisp white colored BGW9 Superluminova, just as with the baton shaped hands of the watch. The hands has the same polished finishing, and at the second hand we see a nicely shaped counterbalance and a lollipop near the tip that is also filled with BGW9 Superluminova. The dial is kept clean with their logo just under the 12 o'clock position and the model name Nemo just above the 6 o'clock. At the outer center of the watch we can see the minute and hour track in a contrasting black color that is in keeping with the style of the watch, which draws inspiration from the adventures from Jules Verne. Oh, and did I already mention that the date wheel is also loomed? The devil is really in the details here with this watch, and no corners were cut on this one. The 120 unidirectional bezel has a sapphire insert that can display the elapsed time for your dive into the depths of the ocean. The main color of the bezel is a darker green that contrasts with the lighter and Lume Pistachio color that we can find back on the minute track and the indexes on the bezel. And the grip of the bezel is very good because of the coin edge stainless steel outer ring. Now let's hear the bezel action. It operates well and has nice audible clicks, but on this particular prototype it doesn't align perfectly. It's slightly off center, but I'm sure that this issue will not occur on the production versions. The crystal is a feature that is worth pointing out here on this watch. The Nemo has a top hat crystal. This style of the crystal offers extra thickness that goes beyond the case with a rounded edge. This gives it a unique profile and a very attractive look that kind of looks like the silhouette of a top hat, hence the name. Looking at the crystal from the side, you can sometimes see a glowing ring of light that surrounds the dial, which gives quite a cool effect. The legibility is excellent with 3 inner layers of very good anti-reflective coating, and there are little to non-reflection visible to the glass when wearing this watch in the sunny weather. Moving over to the 316L stainless steel bracelet of the watch, we can see a very cool design with a certain 70s vibe to it. The integration on the case looks visually pleasing and the vertical brushing all around gives it a spectacular wrist roll because of the dynamic light play. The bracelet has a dramatic but elegantly looking taper from 22mm from the case back at 60mm at the clasp. Here we can see a raised part with their logo above the twin button release butterfly clasp. And for adding and removing links there is a screw pin system. Now I don't know about you guys, but seeing a on-the-fly micro adjustment system on a butterfly clasp is quite special. It works fine when loosening the bracelet by pushing the buttons forward when the watch is on the wrist, and it can even be operated with one hand, so great stuff. But pushing them back to tighten the bracelet can be a bit more difficult on wrist. But it is great that it is there, and I find it very special to see that such a system can be found on a watch with a price of $700 US. And even though the micro sliders are quite a small element of the complete package, they were not forgotten in the finishing department. I mean, look at it, it's beautiful. Now I asked Toni from the channel WatchYaWant about his experiences with the bracelet, because his wrist size is quite a bit bigger than mine. So let's check out his thoughts regarding the wearability and comfort of the bracelet. Take it away, Toni.
Glad to help, Dick. On my 19cm wrist, the watch sits just great. I guess not wearing it loose mitigates any hair pulling I understand you've experienced, and the bracelet integration makes it follow a natural curvature. The quick adjust system is easy to operate, even one-handed while on the wrist, but when downsizing it, it's somewhat counterintuitive to slide. Also, the pushers are a bit crude and don't seem as well integrated as the rest of the elements that go into the overall package. The FKM strap is supple and secure, and I particularly like its custom buckle. As for the leather strap, while it's one of the best I've tried, I don't believe it particularly complements the watch. This was Toni over at WatchYaWant. Back to you, Dick.
Well, there we have it. Thank you, Toni, for your time, thoughts and insights regarding the wearability of the watch and the comfort of the bracelet. Now, if you like our videos, then please consider subscribing to the Dutch Watch channel and Toni's channel WatchYaWant. It is totally free, and every time we post a new video, you will receive a notification, so you won't miss out on anything. Now, Toni already covered the straps, but I will show them briefly. The leather strap is nice, but will be a better fit on one of the other color options. The black FKM strap that will come standard with the watch is subtle and has a great retro futuristic look that matches well with the design of the watch. And I particularly like the design of the pin and buckle system. At the heart of the Nemo beats the reliable and well-proven Swiss-made Sellita SW200-1. It's an automatic movement and it has a very smooth beat rate of 4 Hz. The power reserve is reasonable with 41 hours and it is accurate within the -to +12 seconds per day. It is reliable and is used by many other watch brands and has therefore proven itself over time to be a great and excellent engine. And operating this engine, we can use the 7.5mm oversized screw down crown. Unscrewing the crown, it gets into the first position with a nice pop. The winding is smooth and it is easy to operate because of the good grippy knurling and the size. I also love how the crown is almost flush with the crown guards that flows over into the case. Again, we can see a lot of attention to detail here, and it's just a great integration and design of the crown. Now let's flick off the lights and see how the Nemo glows. Even though this is a prototype, the BGW9 Superluminova is very potent, reactive and it glows long during the night. It is also great to see that the bezel is fully lumed, and as a lume lover there is not much left to wish for here. The The Horizon Nemo will be live on Kickstarter from the 24th of May. On their Kickstarter page you can check out all the variations with many color options to choose from. If you want to check the watch out sooner, then you also can visit the website from Horizon. I will leave down a link in the description. The prices will start at $700 during the campaign, and the watch will come on the integrated steel bracelet, and it also will come with the FKM strap. Okay guys, I hope that you've enjoyed the review and the shots that I made at the Lago di Garda in Italy. If you are interested in the Horizon Nemo, then I would advise to check out the Kickstarter campaign page in the link down below. The campaign will go live on the 25th of May, so yeah, make sure to check it out. Please let me know what you think in the comments. What would be your color of preference? And yeah, if you want to see one of my other videos, then you can click somewhere over here or somewhere over here. Once again, my name is Dick. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. Goed weekend. Ciao, ciao.